barely a week, 5 days, but then you're already a whole other person. Isn't that something fishy? Isn't that showing that you don't proud of your country? Isn't that showing that you want to be something you're not? Which is being an American. You're not an American. I don't want to be nothing I'm not. That's a fact. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Mariah. I'm back again with another video, and today this video is gonna be a little different. I told you this video was coming, so this is it. This is the video about my beautiful island home, St.lucia. And in this video, I'm not only going to be talking about the good things in St.lucia. I am also going to be talking about the things that are not that so good, because we ain't no American country. We ain't no country that's so popular and whatnot, so in this video I'm not only going to talk about the good but the bad. And before we start, follow me on Instagram, check out all my accounts, subscribe, comment, like. Into the bad news first. So let's get into it and follow along. So yes guys, so first thing we're gonna be talking about is my country's economy. Well, not my country's, but St.lucia's economy. St.lucia is the head of the West, the queen of them all, Well, I consider her the queen of them all. St.lucia, we, coming from our history and from our background and where we came out from and how we grew and how our path was supposed to plan out, judging from our history, we should have had a better economy and a better business nature than we have now. Like, judging from our history, if you had to go and look at our history, you'd be like, okay, then we should have a very good economy then. But no, we don't really have the best or a very good one. We have a somewhat good one in some ways, but like, how everywhere, no matter where you are, could be you're living in Barbados or in Australia, no matter where you live, there's corruption. There's corruption no matter where you go or you live. But in St. Lucia, it's like the corruption is more. Not because there's more corruption, no. Just because our country is smaller, it seems like there's way more corruption, right? Because the government doing evil works to win places, or people, the police corrupting us, like making us think they're the righteous ones, they're the law, but they're not really. They're more breaking the law than making the law, and they're more taking drugs and more killing people and more dealing with gangs than we would ever think or believe. And in St. Lucia, one thing is that the crime is, it's average. It's as every other place could have crime, everywhere has crime, and St. Lucia is average. I just don't like crime, so I would see it as like it's way too much for my liking. But as of lately, I haven't heard of like a major big crime happening since the year started, so I hope we go like that forever. I don't really watch news, so maybe I wouldn't know, but whatever. And yeah, like St. Lucia crime rates, I feel like it was here before, but then it settled down. It came in the middle, now it's trying to go down, so let's hope it goes right down. But the crime rate is as average as every other country, but the reason why it seems to be so much more enhanced or so much more terrifying is because the ones who you think would not be involved in the crime are the ones doing the crime, like the police officers, the government people, the politicians. They are the one more doing the crime than actually saving us from the crime. So that's why it seems to me as more terrifying. Our crime rate is more terrifying than anywhere else crime rate would be. Right? So our economy again. Our economy is like as average as any economy can be. But I feel like a lot of places are more developed than us, and there are some that are not as developed as us, which I am so grateful that we are independent and that our economy is great and everything. But judging from our history and St. Louis being our Nobel laureate and he the one being the one who brought up all the economic aspects of this world, we should have a way better economy than a lot of people. But because we are corrupted, we sell our properties and we sell our life more likely. The politicians sell the country away to Americans and to bigger people and to people who they feel can give them the most money because they don't care about the citizens, they don't care about the country. All they care about is the money and their self. So that's why St. Lucia isn't as developed, as great as it could have been. And yes, it's great. A lot of people know of her. It's popping, I guess you could say, but not as much as you would expect it to be. But enough bad. I am grateful more than ever to be born in this country. I am grateful that our economy is great. So Alpha Louis came from here. Del Guaja came from here. I mean, it's developing from seeing where we was and where we're coming to be. It's developing, and seeing that the Queen owned us, now we went independent, really took our role onto ourselves. We were developing, but to see our history and to see where we're at now, you would think it would be much better in a sense. So the corruption is a big part of the economy and stuff. So that's why help St. Lucia and take St. Lucia away from all these bad people and from all these bad corruption, all these bad politicians. That was my dream of life. And I feel like politicians really fool us. Like they will say, oh, I'm gonna give you the biggest house, this and that, this and that. Oh my god, you're gonna have the best things ever. No, boo. No. They don't give you quarter of what they say they're gonna give you. Not quarter. And the way our government is like they will, during voting, they will say, oh, they will do this, they will do that. When they win, they will start it to try and make it seem like they're going to do it, but then it's like because of their corrupt ways and they ways of only thinking about money and only want to do it for themselves, they run out of resources and they run out of money and they run out of finances and resources in all ways to actually finish the product. So they will start it, then they'll demolish it because they cannot finish it because they're selling all our properties to other people who are fooling them and they're fooling us and fooling themselves. So that's why it's like it's developing, but like we're more or less like under people's control. We are us actually realizing or knowing. My favorite part of St. Lucia is our culture, our music, and our food. Underneath culture, music, and food come, so that's why they're all together. But our culture, I love our culture so much. I will not trade our culture for nobody else's. I know there are some people that would trade their culture for other people's culture because their culture is really lacking. But I love my culture so much, and it could be lacking, and that's one of my biggest goals in life also, to grow St. Lucia's culture all over the world, because St. Lucia's culture is like Creole with French and British mixed together because they fought for us. So like I really like our culture. That's one fact about me. I love our culture. Carnival, June Creole, eating the saltfish and breadfruits and banana and eating pork and all the foods and drinks and the music. I love our soca music. Like I would hate anywhere and I would want to start dancing. That's how much I love it. And I mean like as the generations grow and we move on and life moves on, I yes the music developed in a sense where it's kind of losing the St. Lucia culture form and try and kind of going more into other people's culture, which I don't like the most. But I mean, it still has our kind of taste and beat in it, and I love it. I love our music, I love our culture, our instruments, our songs, everything about our culture. I love it. Like I would not trade it for no one. Our history of people that have grown our culture, people that is still trying to grow our culture, and the theater in our culture, and everything we have that's so different from other people's culture because we that's ours, and that's one thing I find the most attractive in any country, place, states, whatever. That's the thing I find the most attractive in any country, state, place, is the culture and the way of life. That's the most attractive thing to me, and that's why I want to travel the world and experience many different cultures. Another thing is our drinks, like pizza and beer. I don't really like beer, but shandy, I love shandy. You probably won't find shandy everywhere, but if I do not find shandy everywhere, I'll keep on coming back here for it because I love my shandy so much. And the drinks, I love Bounty. I don't drink, but we have Bounty and Coke. We have all these different strong rum. We have our rum, and we're able to call it our rum. And I'm proud to be able to call it our rum, St. Lucia's rum, and not anybody else's rum. I'm proud. We have our environment, how our environment is going. Like from where I live, in my perspective, I feel like we citizens are destroying our environment 100% because I swear to you, every single day there's a fire, there's a bushfire, there's somebody lighting the garbage on fire somewhere, and that's so unhealthy and that's so annoying. Not only destroys our lungs, it destroys the earth's atmosphere and it destroys the earth, and from destroying the earth we get destroyed. So that's how I see it. I hate people to do that. I hate people to litter and fires. I hate that. I hate it with a passion, and that's why I'm trying to be environmentally friendly. And yes, these two, we are. I see that nowadays we are trying to be environmentally friendly with using we're not using no more plastic and foam plates in restaurants and plastic and foam straws anymore, which I mean, yeah, thumbs up for them, that's good, but it's kind of inconvenience because what they do use now is like soil they put together and it like forms thing and then it turns back into soil after a period of time, so that's why it's good for the environment. But then at the same time, it's like I'm eating soil, you know. But I mean, as long as we're serving the earth and serving ourselves, we good. And places in Saint Lucia. I love Saint Lucia because there's okay. I love Saint Lucia because it doesn't take you 4 hours to reach across the country. It will not take you more than 2 hours to reach across the country. And even taking an hour to reach across the country, when I reach across the country to Castries, I always feel drowsy and sick. So I would not be able to imagine traveling for 4 hours straight to reach just to somewhere close to my home. And that would be close. No. Like to us, 2 hours away is very far and very long, and traffic, that's the only place you'd find traffic, which is good. So it's not all over around. It's quiet. It's calm. Yeah, people like your business. People like your business a lot, but You not so surrounded and congested by all the hustle and bustle of cities and all this stuff like that, right? Unless you go to Cashews, which is the city, which is the capital, and more if you're in a bigger kind of job, you would live there, and that's where more like crimes happen, like some of the time. So yeah, so it's scary. I'm scared. I'm scared of the city, scared of the capital, because of the crimes and the traffic and the hustle and bustle and the rushing and the commotion and the I don't feel I can do it, but if I have to, and I will. But I'm just saying. Now we save the best for last. Our nature. If there's one thing that I wouldn't trade for the world, for $1 million for the world, is St. Lucia's nature. And the government is for sure destroying it. And it's sad. And I need to make this video to bring out that to everyone, to help everyone to realize that the government is destroying our nature if they haven't already, because I'm sure they have realized it. But I'm just saying, the government is destroying our nature. They are so destroying our nature, and if we don't stand up to them, our nature will not be safe, because they are destroying our nature. They are tearing down our beaches to build big hotels. Like, yeah, good for our economy, good for tourist industry. But guess what? Tourists come to our country for our nature, not for the hotels. They can get hotels where they live. Everywhere has hotels, but not everywhere has the distinct nature. One of the most beautiful things about St. Lucia is the beaches. The beaches are so beautiful. I'm scared of the beach. I'm scared of the sea. I'm scared of the ocean. To hell, I'm scared of the ocean, because guess what? There's a lot of mystery and danger in that place. But it's beautiful. The sunset, beautiful. You can see St. Vincent from here. You can see Matnik from here. If you go catch you see Matnik, if you in Beaufort, you see St. Vincent. Beautiful beaches. You know, it rains sometimes. It's sunny sometimes. you know, the busing and the transport is not the best. Like, we are not the most developed country ever, so obviously not the best, but it's doable and it's convenient enough for us, because we live our life and we love our country, right? There's some people, like, I don't know if they don't love the country, or they just wannabes, or they just envy, or they just jealous of other people and what they have. But there's some St. Lucians, like, no shit, no tea, just facts. St. Lucians will leave St. Lucia with their accents, these accents, talking the Creole, saying how much in the Creole, like you would never know the person know Creole, but they know everything in Creole. That's all it does talk. But then they'll go America for a week during the winter time. And the people will come back, and you'll swear is a whole nother person you see there. They don't know one bit of patois. The accent change completely. They turn white. They can even take the sun in the sky, which is sun we always have it. And I'm like, you just went there for a week, barely a week, 5 days, but then you're already a whole other person. Isn't that something fishy? Isn't that showing that you don't proud of your country? Isn't that showing that you want to be something you're not? Which is being an American. You're not an American. I don't want to be nothing I'm not. That's a fact. I love what up, and if I want something, I'm gonna work for it, and I will never want to change what God gave me. God gave me a family, I'll never change. God gave me a life, I'll never change. God placed me in a country, I'll never want to change. He gave me an accent and a culture that I don't want to change. And there's a reason why He did that. There's a reason why he didn't put me in America. There's a reason why he didn't put me in all other places. He put me here, stagnant. Exactly. And that's the facts. That's what they do. But here, y'all already seen some pictures about our nature, our beautiful beaches and our beautiful seas, and and you know, also I feel like our nature is a beautiful thing. I mean, who wouldn't like the country's nature? Like, if you don't like St. Lucia's nature, I really don't understand you. But one thing is that our governments can improve, our economy can improve. It's good, but it can improve. Our nature is great, but they're trying to destroy it. So we need to put an end to that. And yes, this was the video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed the pictures that I showed y'all. And I'm so extremely upset right now because I just filmed another part for 10 minutes and it wasn't on me. These are the struggles that's behind the scenes that you don't see from other YouTubers. But it's cool. But just be you, stay you, and always be you, which is number one in life. And remember God for sure, because He's the Savior. He's on top of all. And yes, and be unique and stay unique, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Bye bye, honeys. I love y'all. I mean, stay popping, stay slaying, stay eating these crunchies. Okay. Mwah. I want to be so full. I want to be so full. I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. Shut up! Shut up! Bruh.